Hey guys, happy Friday. It's time to do some little bit of operations, a little bit of layout update over here. And as you can see, the new Locomotive, a little bit of a reveal here. Here it is. This is the new guy that we picked up for Christmas here, and it was going to be a little bit of a surprise. So I think I kept it under wraps there, although a few people figured it out. So it is a athearn Genesis GP9E. So I'll put the camera down right here, and here's the, well actually here's the box. So here we go, that's the guy. If you're interested in picking up the same one or just taking a closer look at it there. Let's put the camera down over here. Let's get her fired up. We're gonna run out to Orange and take a look at some track work that we've been doing over there. So let's get the light on over here, get this guy fired up. Ooh, sounding nice now. I've already been running this guy a little bit just to break him in and stuff like that. I did a few, you know, I don't know, like half an hour each way almost, just running around the loop and stuff like that. And we'll get the little oscillating light on over here now. I know the cars don't make sense in the era that this thing is running. We're kind of making believe this guy's, you know, mid 80s, something like that. I don't know, but take a good look at him, because this is probably the last time you're going to see him without all the weathering, because we're going, you know me, I got to weather these guys up, and that's going to be next. So here we go, let's get out of here. Ooh, sounding real nice. So, while we pull out over here in our nice, shiny, new, old Locomotive, hope everybody had a good Christmas. Hope everybody got some good stuff for their layouts and whatnot. Like I said, this was my little present to my, you know, sort of myself, you know. And if you hear banging outside, it's not the new Locomotive, it's the garbage truck going by. Of course, it's like Murphy's Law here. They come by right when I'm filming. Oh good, he ran right by me. All right, good. Hopefully he took my garbage. Anyway, hope everybody had a good Christmas. Got a lot of garbage and stuff, right? You know, for the garbage trucks to pick up all the wrapping paper and all that. Like I said, this was my my big present here, was the Locomotive, along with you know, a bunch of other little things there for the layout, like the bridge that I'm going to be working on for going over the Santa Ana River. Let's notch this guy up, huh? Ooh, I love it. Now, I do have a TCS Keep Alive in there, so I picked one of those up while I was at it, picking this guy up, and just happened to have one of the what do you call it, the Soundtracks plugs, and so it was easy just to solder that together and plug her in. Sounding good. Got a honk for the horses. Now it's a little cold in here in the garage because it's kind of earlier in the day here. Let me slow this guy down just a little bit as we run out. I guess in this era maybe it's the vagrants, or no, it's the hobos instead of the vagrants underneath the bridge. We gotta have our proper terminology there. Anyway, we're gonna run over here. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I did put the Keep Alive in there, and for this guy, definitely a Soundtracks current keeper. That's the proper nameage verbiage there for them. would no way fit inside this thing. Thank goodness. I figured it was going to be a tight fit because of my GP7s that I had, and they were very tight. And what I ended up doing was just picking up the TCS KA1s because they're nice and small and kind of thin, and they fit nicely into these little units there. You can just slide it in, and even this was quite tight in there. I managed to kind of slide it in towards the back, and then kind of halfway out underneath the little, you know, whatever hump there. All right, so we're just going to do quick operations over here and then take a look at the track work, because as we run in here, we're going to do a quick run around and then just kind of drop these cars off, do a few pickups over at FXI, where we have been working. And the guys are still hanging out over here, working on our turnout right here. I can't remember if I did this portion of the video or not. I don't think I did, but we got our turnout in, got it spliced into there, got the track kind of tacked down here. We still got to do a little bit of ballasting and a little bit of cleanup right there. But for the most part, got it all wired up, soldered up. I know I said I was going to do maybe do a video on just doing that, but it was kind of boring and it was kind of frustrating actually, because, you know, Murphy's Law. I put the turnout in here, and then promptly forgot to put the little isolated connectors over here, and so then I had to pull the whole damn thing out again. I'm gonna stop right there, Engineer Rick. See where I can put this. There we go. So yeah, that was fun. And then you know, looking for a skewer. Like I said, I forgot to put the little things on there, and you know, the isolate the frog, and then I had to pull the whole thing out again. So that was fun. But then I got the leads down, so I had to put in a few. What did I have to do? Like 4 or 5 different leads or drops down to power each section of the track. One over here, right there is good, Engineer Rick. And since we put the turnout in, I had to do a couple extra ones over there because we spliced the track. So hopefully everything's working good. It was kind of funny because one of the other section here, this first one that's paved, I had to wiggle the wires in there, I think, because they have suitcase connectors. I used suitcase connectors back then, and when I put that in, the new stuff I just soldered directly to the main bus. So hopefully we're all good right here. We're going to go ahead and get our runaround done. Looking at my turnouts there. Yep, everything good. I'm going to set you down right over here where you can keep an eye on everything. Boy, that GP9 has sounded nice, though, isn't it? Now, I've talked about this in the past, you know, kind of maybe running sort of like 2 eras, you know. I mean, we kind of run everything over here. I have my Santa Fe units and stuff like that. And we kind of make believe and you know, just have fun running whatever trains we feel like running. Sometimes they don't make, you know, sense, but wait a minute. Oop, hold on there, Engineer Rick. Gotta pay attention to what you're doing over there. There we go. He sounds good down there, don't he? Now I didn't change the couplers on there, so they still got the whatever, the default couplers. I thought I had some Katie 158s, I think. I forgot which ones I use. I'm just gonna make sure they're coupled on over there, but actually I didn't. I had like sort of, I forgot what it is, 143s or 148s or some oddball ones that I use it if I need to, if I'm not getting quite enough length, or if I need slightly longer ones. Anyway, I didn't. The default coupler is still on there. I still got to get some Katie's and put them on there. But so we're going to do the best we can here with our default ones. Let's do a little bell here. As much as I complain about bells, I don't know, this one kind of sounds sort of nice on here. All right, enough bell there, Engineer Rick. We get the picture. So, what'd you guys get for Christmas? Anything good for your layout? I saw a few videos, different people kind of posting their wares, their presents to themselves. Right there is good. Let's back it up. Other way there, Engineer Rick. Oh yeah, I know. I was talking about the eras. So yeah, you know, we run all sorts of eras here. You know, we got our Santa Fe GP7Us and our Santa Fe SD40 and you know, all sorts of things like that. Even though I kind of generally run modern day is what I like to say. We got to stop over here to think about what we're gonna do. Hold on a second. So. Let's do this. Let's pick everything up over here and then we'll drop everything, all those other ones off. That's probably the easiest thing to do, huh? Yeah. So let's just go forward just a little tiny bit here and we'll get into the new turnout right there. Yeah, so this is the location of it. It's a little bit closer in than I thought because of the, I was going to use the left-hand one, but I used the right-hand one instead. But anyway, talking about errors, so one of the things, you know, people do is, you know, kind of do like dual errors or multiple errors, you know, you know, I always thought, you know, I always liked the 80s. I grew up in the 80s, you know, so, you know, that was the best era, I should say, at least in my opinion. Had the best music, everything else had the best trains, had the best, you know, we had SP, we got Santa Fe, we got all those good things. Anyway, so I was thinking, I kind of have, you know, these older locomotives and, you know, we can kind of set the layout up as, you know, running in the 80s or something like that. Now, of course, we got to kind of, you know, we got to screw with our cars here again. I would probably have to gather up and purchase more cars, you know what I mean? Well, that's a bad thing, huh? And we could kind of get all the proper cars. There might be some overlap. You know, a few 80s cars that are still running around. But anyway, that's the thought process in my head was, you know, we can kind of run two eras and then that way we can have, you know, all of these fun little locomotives that we can run, make believe it's modern day and also, you know, make believe it's, you know, back in the 80s. That guy is sounding nice. Now, also, while we're over here, now that we've got this track in, you can see it's working nice. And it is powered, even though I don't think we got the locomotive very far down into it. A little bit more there. There we go. I am, like I said in the other video, I am planning on having manual throws for all of the turnouts, excuse me, all the turnouts that are, you know, not right up front like these guys over here. And probably that one right there, because it's just kind of wonky right in the middle of the little hilly area right there, and I don't want to be reaching into that. All right, we're going to stop here. We'll change our turnout. We'll come in. We'll just grab all these cars and then set them out. There we go. See, no manual throw on the fascia needed right there. Oh, by the way, the sound. So yeah, the first thing I did before I opened up the box with the new locomotive, and before I even turned it on or put it on the track, none of that. Threw it right on a programming track, quickly programmed all my, default CVs and everything. So I've got my momentum, everything's, running exactly like all my other locomotives. Ooh, right there is good. I did have to kind of play around with the sound, and I was doing that yesterday, just to make sure, it was kind of loud enough, because this is the alternate sound volume. It's the lower one. And I thought it was a little bit too low, and it might just be because it's a, whatever, because it's a GP9. But the engine volume, the prime mover volume, was just it seemed a little bit too low when I set it similar to all of the other locomotives. So I kind of bumped it up a little bit. I'll see how it sounds on the camera here, on the video. All right, right there is good. Now this is kind of an interesting little shot over here, because let's digress just a little tiny bit here. So back in the day when I was setting this thing all up, setting this new section up, people are like, this section looks exactly like that section right there. It's got the same track layout, kind of, pretty much, and that sort of thing. Well, here's an example. This thing runs totally differently. Number one, we got about whatever, like 2 feet shorter over here than that section over there, right? We are missing all of that track space over there. And the philosophy here is also a little bit different here, because we have 2 main industries here that we're servicing, but in the real world, the way it works over here, even though I have a runaround down here, which actually I almost never use, but we'll get to that. And then we have our runaround right back there, but that's where I had to put it. In the real world, the runaround is over here, right? And what happens is the trains do their runaround over there, and then they shove into all of these industries. Every single one of these is a, what do you call it? What would that make it? A facing point, spur at all the industries here. So these guys get shoved. It's kind of an interesting little spot. But anyway, all that to say is that's why we're kind of doing this right here. You can see we're way up here, just fitting in by the street, and yet we're shoving back and forth in our industry all the way back there, because that's actually the way it happens in the real world. Now that's not the way I operate over there on the other side in La Mirada and Cerritos. I mean, technically I guess I could a little bit, but that's even though the track's a little bit similar, it operates totally differently over here. And not just because of because we make it operate differently, it just operates differently. The subtle little changes here You know, just the lengthwise and the sort of construction of the industries and so forth. You know, the length of the industry spurs makes for a very different experience. Now, let me see here. We're cutting off right here. I gotta find my skewer right here, and then we'll do all our drop-offs and be done with it, and then I'll let you go for the rest of the day here. Of course, we got to remember to pick up all the guys right here. I left them here when we had the maintenance away train. Now, just to make this a little bit more simpler, I'm gonna drop the box cars off on the sort of outer track right here. As my garbage truck goes by outside of the garage here. Yeah, very interesting little operating here. But anyway, yeah, what was I going to talk about? Yeah, so I'm just going to drop the cars off right here. So these two tracks are going to be, you know, in the industry here. I still got to build it. But the boxes here generally represent kind of what's going to be going on right here. Man, oh man. Garbage truck, go away. Let's take a little closer look at this guy, huh? Looking nice. Look at that. We got the oscillating, you know, headlight there. Oh my goodness. I want to hear my locomotive, garbage man. Very nice. So, Athearn Genesis GP9E. Right? I got that right. All right, we'll drop the cars off over here, pick the guys up, and then head on our way home. So like I said, yeah, I got this track all wired up and everything like that. We still just got to get to scenicking a little bit more over here. Pave the street right there over the new section of track. By the way, when I lay track like this, since it's been a little while, I use my thumbtacks into the holes, kind of line it all up and everything, and then I just take white glue, squirt it right in there. You can see a little dab of it right there, dried up. Just kind of tack every so often right there. You just kind of tack it in place. Just give it 24 hours, and that's what it's being held down with right now. Now, and then we got to come back. I got to fill in some of the missing ties and stuff where I had to cut them. To get a little bit of ballasting done over here, and then we can start working on something else like that bridge over there at the Santa Ana River, huh? Oh no, you know the next thing I'm going to be doing is weathering this guy. Because he is just too shiny and clean and plasticky. Right there is good. Engineer Rick, let's get this guy out of here. All right, there we go. I'm gonna get order some KDs, or go to the hobby shop, get some KDs picked up. All right, guys, I know the video is getting a little bit long, but basically we're just gonna pick up our little line of cars and our guys and be out on our way here back home. But hope you enjoyed that video. A little bit of operations over here with the new locomotive, and a little layout update, checking out the new trackage right here. See that it's all working nice and good. And we didn't get too much of a kink down here. Putting this in just a little bit right there, a little kinky, you know, but what are we gonna do? Ooh, wait a minute, we forgot the guys. Hold up there. I'll put the camera down here where you can see. Oh, the other thing I like about this locomotive is it's actually got quite a bit of platform space. I'm wondering if it's yeah. I think it's just the way the nose is. You know, it's sort of pointed. There's a lot more platform space over here than some of the newer era locomotives. And then we can get all the guys on here. We got Mr. Torres. Whoop, there we go. New guy. Figures. Dude, you're going in the back. There we go. And Mr. Sanford over here. We'll get him on there. There we go. All right, guys. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed that. Can't wait to get this guy a little weathered up and whatnot. I'll probably do a video on that. You know, I've got other videos on how I weather my locomotives, but what the heck? First off, I got to go find some pictures, get a little bit of reference material and stuff like that, and then we'll get to weathering this guy up right here. Guys, have a good weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.